video. Today is the day one of May lead coding challenge. So today we will discuss the very first problem that they have posted for the May lead coding challenge. So the first problem that they have posted is first WED version. Let me iterate the problem statement for you. So basically what they are mentioning is you are a product manager and currently leading a team to develop a new product. Unfortunately, the latest version of your product fails the quality check. Since each version is developed based on the previous version, all the versions after a WED version are also WED. Suppose you have n versions, 1 to n, and you want to find out the first WED version, which causes all the following ones to be WED. What we are given is you are given an API is WED version where we pass one version number which will return true whether the version is WED or not. So it basically returns true if the version is WED or it returns false. We need to implement a function to find first WED version. You should minimize the number of calls to the API, right? So now let me summarize the problem for you. So basically what they are asking is, so we are given basically a value n, which is basically all the values are in the range of 1 to n. Then we need to find out the very first value. Starting from that, all the versions are WED version. We can use a API called is WED version, which we can use to determine whether the current version is WED or not, right? So for example, let's talk about the example over here. So for example, if you see here, they are mentioning given n is equal to 5 and version is 4 is the first word version. So when you call with is WED version 3, it returns you false. When you call with is WED version 5, it returns you true because all the version after 4 are the WED versions, right? So when we call with is WED version 4, then again it returns true. So what is the first WED version is 4, right? So just to let's start implementing the solution. To one naive solution which come in my mind is nothing but what we can do is simple. We can just say I equal to 1, I is less than n, I plus plus. What we can check now is key whether the current version, whether the current version is bad or not. As soon as we hit the first WED version, we return the answer there itself, right? So what I can do is if is WED version, what is the API? Yes. So if I, then return I there itself, else in the end return -1. So if you see, let's try running code. Perfect. So when we try to see, okay, so instead of doing this, so basically it failed because we are just running from 1 to 1 and output is -1. Given that expected is 1, so what mistake we did is we run from 1 to less than equal to. We need to run it from 1 to less than equal to 1. Time limit exceeded. Perfect, right? So basically, because the reason for that is what we are doing is let's talk about the time complexity now, right? So what will be the time complexity? So in the worst case, the time complexity for this solution is going to be O of n, because what we are going is basically we are going linearly checking for each and every version whether the current version is bad or not. If the current version is bad, we return the answer there itself or we continue processing, right? So that is why it's saying time limit expected exceeded, because what they have clearly mentioned, you should minimize the number of calls to the API. Now question is how can I improve the complexity for this given problem, right? So the first thing which come in my mind is, can I use some other way? Because see, this is nothing but basically doing the linear searching, right? Because we are linearly going and then checking whether which version is a WED version or not. What is the answer? So if you see, we are looking for some sort of searching a value. What is that searching a value? The first value which is a WED version, right? So we are basically looking for a searching. right? So what we can do now is, can I use some other form of searching where I can reduce down on the complexity aspect, right? So what the other searching which we have studied is binary search. Now let's talk about binary search, right? So in order to use the binary search, we should always have the answer for three of my questions. What those questions are? Question one is, how can I say the current value is the answer? That is my question number one. Question number two is, when to go left? And question number three is, when to go right? Always remember one thing, whenever you are trying to solve any data structured algorithm problem, always try to divide the given problem into a small set of questions which you can easily answer, right? So for example, in this particular case, as soon as I realized I can use binary search, the first thing that I tried to do was, how can I divide the problem statement into the small questions which I can easily answer, right? So for example, if you see now, how can I say, now let's look for the answer of my questions. How can I say the current value is the answer? The current value is the answer only if the current version of say x is equal to bad and current version of x minus 1 is not bad. Agree or not? As soon as we reach this position, we can definitely say my current value is the answer, right? Now when to go left, let's focus on the second question. When to go left, when I need to go left is, so see, there are two directions. I am in the middle of any something, right? So there are two directions now. Either I can go left side or I can go on the right side. So when to go left, I need to go left when the current version is bad, and there can be a possibility the bad version lies on the left side of me, right? When to go right, when the current version is not bad, so then the possibility for sure is the bad version right lies on the right side of me, right? So that is what we need to focus here. So this gives the definite answer for us, when to go left and when to go right, right? So when can I say to go left? When the current value is bad, then there is a possibility the bad version can lies on the left side of me. When the current version is not bad, then 100% there is a possibility the bad version right on the right side of me, right? So now let's just start implementing. This become nothing but a traditional binary search problem for us now, right? So what I will do, int low is equal to 1, high is equal to n, while low is equal to less than equal to high. What we need to do is, we need to have a mid, initial, let's say it's 0, mid is equal to low plus high minus low by 2. Then if current version, what was the question called, right? Sorry, this is bad version. If current version is bad, then obviously there is a possibility the answer can be in left side of me. So what I am going to do is, basically high is nothing but mid, else case low is nothing but mid plus 1, and in the end return low. Let's try this now. Okay, high is n. Okay, this is small n. Let me first comment out this solution as well. Time limit is accepted. Okay, right? Because low is equal to mid plus 1, high is equal to mid minus 1. Right? Let's try submitting this now. Perfect. Right? Now, what is the complexity of this solution? So the complexity for this will be nothing but, so if we will traverse in the end, there are total n numbers. So what is the complexity of binary search? Is nothing but log n. right? So worst case, the complexity is going to be log n, right? Which is way better than previous time, because previous time we were doing big O of n. That's nothing but a solution for the very first problem of the May lead coding challenge. I hope you like the video. Don't forget to click on subscribe button. Thanks.